Really?
Yeah.
You report on the Chinese fancy league. Is that too soon?
Too soon.
Too soon?
Too soon.
Well, welcome to Game Day Battle, where Cleveland sports news meets biased and outspoken opinion. Got a full Game Day crew here, and got some positive, got some negative, got a few things to
kind of even it out.
Titties?
Yeah. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Right.
Leave that one alone.
So, anyway, though, Brett Finnegan, Ramon Torres, Dale Shantz Tercey, I'm Mike Glass, and I want to switch around a little bit this week, and I want to go with. Are you good? Yeah? All right.
Buckeyes.
I want to go
That's
with some Buckeyes because we got to win, so let's do it.
Okay.
All right, so the Buckeyes gave us what we've been wanting for a little while, a good, solid performance. Okay, a good, solid running and defensive performance. Hey, are we happy with that?
All right.
We ran the ball. I'll just kick this off here. We ran the ball like 51 of our 55 offensive possessions. Is that really even college football? Isn't that more like 20s old-fashioned leather helmet football?
It is if it works.
That was the last time the Buckeyes completed one pass for 17 passing yards. That's 2 new school records.
That's
For
outstanding.
the worst ever.
It's a
But hey,
double-
we won the game.
We won the game.
So I mean, maybe you don't have to pass in college football
As long as one of your passes goes for a touchdown, I guess it's okay.
as long as the other team can't stop the run.
No. And that's the truth. I mean, is Fickle smart for sticking with what was working?
Well, they won the game, so he gets the pass, I guess.
Is that it?
Yep. Isn't it?
You're not giving him any luck.
No, isn't that all that matters, though? I mean, if they win the football game, it looks like what they did is correct, and if they didn't, then they're going to be like, what are you doing? There's no way you can win passing the ball only 4 times a game. So
That's true.
I mean, it worked. Our defense stepped up really big in this game. We had 2 key interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
To have Boom Heron back was huge. He carried the load for the entire team.
Yeah, it was good to see. Good to see.
Yeah.
From what I heard too, speaking of Boom, he's been real big on the inspirational side in the locker room, helping these guys out too. So even though he hasn't been playing, he's been holding a big key role in the locker room, trying to help these guys out, knowing that some of their big guys ain't there. So.
Do you think that Terrell Pryor, in any way, as immature and selfish as he was, do you think he played any sort of a role as a role figure or a leader for the guys in the locker room prior? Maybe there's been some of that missing from the team this year.
Well, when you're winning all the time, that tends to bring your ego up, and you try to get try to pick up a swag about yourself and about your team that you can't be stopped. And once you lose one of the key aspects of that, then it tends to go down.
The confidence level definitely went down.
That's what I'm saying. The swag they were swagged out. They just their confidence went down.
They took our swag away. Is what they
That's
did.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We didn't have anything left. But we're getting some players back, so hopefully bring some of that swag back to the team. That you can see that running game was right back to where it was a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
So that helped out having Boom back a lot.
And just running nonstop.
Well, we were always a running team. We got Heisman Trophy winners coming out of our state school. So that's our one of our main aspects of the game is running.
That's true. It's true. It has been. Brett, do you think that Braxton in any way established himself as maybe a better quarterback than we were looking at him as last week?
No.
No.
Not with 4 passes.
Yeah.
That's. All right.
Are you nuts?
All right. I will take back a little bit of the I hate Braxton Miller thing, but he has shown a little bit. He's showing more pose in the pocket. I want to say.
Pose?
Yeah.
Posey?
Posey?
How about poise?
Poise,
There you go.
poise, whatever, pose, whatever. Fucking English class. I think he has a little more confidence in the pocket, and 4 passes really isn't going to give you that much confidence as it is. It will if you throw a 117-yard catch for a touchdown. I mean, that's going to bring up your confidence a little bit better. But we have a bye week this week, and you have Wisconsin in prime time in Columbus. You're going to do a little bit more than just 4 pass attempts for one catch.
I would probably say that it hurts his confidence a little bit because if you're the quarterback and your team is choosing not to call pass plays, what does that tell you?
Yeah.
That probably tells you that you're not.
What?
You're not what you need to be out there. So I mean, he only completed 25% of his passes. And I mean that's
the exact question. Does it look like to us and maybe to Braxton Miller that Fickle has pretty much decided Braxton Miller cannot be his quarterback this year, but he'll be a running back to take the snap? Yeah, get on.
Can't wait for iPhone 7.
Yeah. Are we recording?
7S. Yeah, that was recording the whole time.
Oh, okay.
I think I did.
Cool, you can watch us look like idiots for 2 minutes.
That's great. That's great. Well, the Browns. Thank you, Dale.
Sorry.
Can I just throw this out there? I thought we got rid of Braylon Edwards. I didn't know we got him back. And throw a different
in the form of a running back.
Yeah, exactly. And threw a different name and number on him. And come on, Hardesty, really?
Really?
That's our guy. That's our guy.
I mean, he's got what, 7 drop passes now. And you're supposed to be a running back and a running passer. Like, you're supposed to be able to catch the ball. The ball is right in your hands. Like, every time the ball's right there, and he's looking forward down the field before he even gets the ball.
So you think it's correctable? You think he can just like learn to catch the ball first and then run?
Yeah, it's correctable. Yeah. Is he gonna adhere to it? Probably not.
Well, I'm just saying, if it's a Braylon Edwards problem, we are a West Coast offense. He has to be able to catch the ball. If he can't catch the ball, he's not really the running back for us. Well, I ask because it doesn't look like Hillis is coming back anytime soon, so he is our guy.
He's going to be out. He's going to be out a week, at least, possibly 2. But
yeah,
at least we have Hardesty there to go to.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that's true.
And he's out there. He's running strong. Yeah, he's dropping some balls. You know, he's only averaging like 3.5 yards per carry. But if Hillis was out there and healthy, I still like having Hardesty out there to not put all these miles on Hillis. You know, we can't be a one-trick pony. Every Cleveland fan's like, run Hillis, run Hillis. You know, it's not that easy. You know, our offensive line is hurting right now. Eric Steinbach is a huge hole in our line. Mm-hmm. He was clearly our best offensive lineman. Now, I don't want to knock Joe Thomas or Alex Mack. I think that those guys are good, but I think with Eric Steinbach in between them, they're both Pro Bowl caliber linemen. Mm-hmm. Without him in there, they're just, I don't know, maybe above average.
I totally agree with that.
Above average or better.
Well, you know, and Steinbach has been a leader wherever he's been, and he could be sort of the motivational leader that they are used to having, used to having out there. Also, the organizational leader that they're used to having out there. Mm-hmm. You know, a line has to move as one, and if you got a guy out there that can kind of keep everybody on the same page, things get easier.
I never doubted Joe Thomas's play until this year, and you know, a couple of games he's not as good as I thought he was. He's not bad, but I mean he's still probably top 15 left tackle in the league. But we need him to be more. We need him to be that rock.
Do you know what's different between the years he's played before and this year? Different offensive coordinator, different coach.
That's true.
Different system.
That's true.
Do you think he maybe isn't the right guy for the system? I mean, Ramon, do you think that the way the team's stacked now, which was basically by Mangini for Mangini's system, might not be the system that Shermer can work with?
Well, that's what's going around the whole league to talk about the Browns is he cannot wear those 2 hats. You know, he cannot do it. You see him out there. It's like you don't even know what plays he's gonna call. I was listening to a few interviews today. It was like Hillis was out there. I mean, Colt was out there calling some plays on his own, some of his own audibles. You know, the team is just in disarray right now. It's like nobody's leading the team.
Okay, well, I think something that we've sort of overlooked just a little bit is the MLB playoffs. So I think we need to take somewhat of a close look at the World Series and just throw some opinions out there, see what we all think.
I don't know. Texas is playing hot. I mean, so is St. Louis. Is going to be a battle of the beasts right here.
I mean, St. Louis really fought back in September to really make it into the playoffs, and they haven't stopped since. And you know, the first game against Wilson and Carpenter is going to be a great game. I think 2 of their best pitchers going at it. I just love their best pitchers in game 1. I mean, that's really going to set the mark on the whole series. So I bet, you know, personally I want to take Texas, but you know that's just me. But
how many games?
I want to say Game 7.
Okay.
So and you're picking Texas in Game 7?
Texas in Game 7.
All right.
The Lone Star State.
Well, honestly, if you look at the starting pitching on both of these teams, you can just ignore it all. They both had like a 6 ERA, 6 earned runs. Both teams throughout the championship series, time to shine, and they both just faltered horribly. Look at the bullpens, though. This is where it's going to be run. Both St. Louis and Texas had under 2 ERA for the championship series. Texas with like a 1.25. That's amazing, and that is outstanding. Yeah. So look for both managers to go to the bullpen early. I mean, they know the stats. They know what's up. Look for them to go to the bullpen early. And I honestly look at it like St. Louis as sort of an offensive powerhouse, and Texas with some offensive ability. But they got that back end in the bullpen, and they've got the ability to shut them down late. And I think that's what it's going to come down to. I'm taking Texas easy in 5. So
ooh.
Yeah.
Wow, 5.
In 5. So that's where I'm.
You want to roll?
Yeah, I'll throw it out there. I'm going with Texas in 6. Like Mike said, St. Louis been putting up a lot of points, man, throughout this whole playoffs. You could see, man, especially what they did to the Brewers. I think their average was like 6 or 7 points, 7 runs a game. But it was just insane the way Texas was just there the whole time. They were real consistent, which I like to see. Pitching was all there. Josh Hamilton, big step up from Cruz. 5 homers, which is like I think a record, man. It's just all around good batting from them.
Well, this is really the battle of the little guys. These are both teams that Texas not so much.
St. Louis got some big names, man.
Big names, but they snuck their way in here. They were not a team that was expected. If you look at the names and you look at the roster, you look at the manager.
They should be.
You would say, well, of course they should have been expected to be here, but they weren't. That's just how the season worked out. And they had a tough fight with a few teams in their division that really sort of, I guess, beat them up a little bit and kept the stats down a little bit, kept the scores down a little bit, and kept their win percentage down a little bit. So they're probably a better team than we all thought that they were throughout the season and coming into the playoffs.
Yeah, I didn't think nothing of them.
But the reality is, they're not the team they were a few years ago, in my view, and I think Texas is just a solid team. So am I hearing Texas all the way around here? Am I right?
I'm going to be the negative Nancy. I was going to say Texas too, but since all you guys did, I'm going to go with St. Louis. Just to be that guy. Maybe I'll get lucky. 50-50 chance. I'll take St. Louis in 6 games. I think their bullpens are very identical. And I know Texas has been playing hot right now, and with Hamilton and Kinsler and Nelson Cruz just smashing the ball. I think it's going to be a very good World Series. Might go to Game 7. I'm thinking Game 6, but I'm going to give it to St. Louis just because. Albert Pujols, Matt Holliday. I think Lance Berkman is going to be key. He's going to be the third guy that they need to step up, to match up, because I think Texas has the offensive edge. But I'm going to roll with St. Louis Cardinals.
All right. Cardinals in, you're saying 6 or 7?
Cardinals in 6.
Cardinals in 6.